Hello, and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. Whoop. How are you doing? I'm here to do the Pisces 2021 yearly forecast. I hope you're really well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're returning already, then a huge thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. So, Pisces, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Pisces. And we're going to be looking at both your love and career for next year, 2021. I'm going to start by getting some general messages for you, and then we'll go into a spread. So, Pisces. Oh, and also I had a few comments on other videos that the sound wasn't very great, very good, and you couldn't hear me completely. So I have got a swish, not very swish at all, new little microphone. So I hope it improves the sound quality. Please do leave me a comment and let me know if you can hear me okay. So yeah, just wanted to let you know that I'm trying to improve that. Right, I'm going to stop rabbiting on. Let's get into it, Pisces. So we get some general messages, please, for Pisces for 2021. Get some messages for Pisces, please. Pisces. Okay. Get a couple more, please, for Pisces. Thank you. Maybe one more. Another one. Oh, all right. Okay. Interesting. So we've got the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Wands here, Pisces. So quite a bit of fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be someone that you're dealing with in love or career. I have to say, with the Ten of Pentacles, this is really looking good in terms of money, of family, home, but definitely about abundance and success. So that's very positive. And this particular Ten of Pentacles to me is not so much about relationships and more about kind of even learning from someone maybe quite experienced, kind of like a very successful, almost like apprenticeship or partnership in work, that you're learning a lot from others, but as a result your money is doing really well. So that's great to see. The Seven of Wands, there may be times where you're needing to stand up for yourself this year, or kind of maybe even, in a sense, like fighting off others. It could be other people in terms of maybe even challenging you on what you want to do in your work, or if it's in a relationship setting, like who you want to be with. That's a bit weird, it just came through. So yeah, maybe a little bit defensive, or a little bit, standing up and fighting for certain aspects in your life 2021. The King of Wands is also like an entrepreneur, so someone entrepreneur who goes after what they want. It's someone who is quite creative in their endeavours, and yeah, real go-getter and very action orientated. So interesting. If you're dealing with a fire sign in love, this is someone with a great deal of passion. It could be very charming, very exciting to be with. So Pisces, let's get some more messages for you. So for Pisces, can we get some more, please? Pisces for 2021. Thank you. Can we get a couple more? Pisces. All right, just flew out. And one more. Can we get another one for Pisces? Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Wow, Pisces. Goodness me, so interesting. We have the Ten of Swords. I'm just going to just get it out of the way first, because this is kind of like a big ending. It can be quite painful. So I'm sorry to see that. It could be something you've already dealt with, certainly, or it could be something that might occur at some point. But I'm also seeing these, like, there's two tens already, and we've got the World card now. So this is certainly talking about cycles in your life, chapters closing, certainly, but new chapters beginning. So let's see, we also have the Two of Cups, which is absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is really telling me that you may be having a connection with someone this year, that it could even be, I'm getting, to be honest, very strongly, this could be a kind of connection that you end up wanting to fight for. If someone doesn't understand why you want to be with this person, you're kind of standing up for the relationship, or that you want to be with them. It's just come through very strongly, so I have to say it. It's not going to be for everyone. But this Two of Cups is talking about two people very much on the same page, like a deep soul connection between the two of you. Can be like a soulmate in your life at this time, or someone you feel deeply connected to. But there's definitely some sort of cycles that may be closing in this year. Maybe something that has been quite painful kind of coming to an end as well. So very interesting, Pisces. So let's get into your spread and we'll find out much more. So I'm going to be doing two separate lines, one for love and one for career, so we can really have a look at both in detail. Now, of course, you may find that only the love area resonates, or only the career part does. Of course, the whole thing might not resonate, but I guess we won't know until like later in 2021. So regardless, I just really hope that you enjoy the video, but bear in mind, it is a general one, so it's not going to resonate for every Gemini out there. Oh, Gemini, sorry Pisces, it's not going to resonate for every Pisces out there. Brain. Right, Pisces, please, can we do the spread, love and career, with the top 10 cards for Pisces. Top 10 cards. I really hope I wasn't calling you Gemini the rest of the time. I'm so sorry if I was. Pisces. Top 10 cards. Pisces, please, for love and career in 2021. For Pisces. Okay. So love, January to March. Oof. April to June, Pisces. July to September. October to December. Oh, wow. And your overall advice in love. Oh, that's an interesting one for an advice. Okay. And in work, January to March. April to June. There's Lovers, card of Gemini. I know you're Pisces, don't worry. You might be dealing with a Gemini, clearly it keeps coming to my brain, but anyway. In work, July to September. Yeah, October to December. Okay, and your overall advice in work. Well, that's very positive. Okay, interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. So this is kind of a new spark of some sort. It can be something you're quite passionate about. If it comes into terms of your love life, this is a very attractive, lusty kind of energy. It's very flirtatious. It's, someone really fancying you, or vice versa. And we have that King of Wands at the beginning, who's very much that. This is like a very physical, passionate kind of energy. So the Page of Wands, there could be messages coming in from this kind of person, or just like a new spark of something new starting. Interesting, we have the Six of Cups here. So this can be about something in the past coming back into your life. Maybe someone who is reminiscing about you, or you about them, maybe missing you. Could be something that you enjoyed doing when you were a kid as well, if this is more about your passion, your enthusiasm. Maybe there's some sort of new spark about something you used to do, which you're now kind of reconsidering. Ooh, and the Fool. So yeah, definitely, there's a definite new beginning here, Pisces. May involve like some sort of leap of faith, or taking some risk, but it's a very joyful, like jumping into it and going down a whole new journey. It's definitely something new starting here for you. And as I said, it may have been something that someone you knew in the past, or something that you were very enthusiastic. It's like the kind of thing where, what did you want to do when you grew up kind of thing originally, and kind of maybe thinking about that. So at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords, interesting. So this is like a decision that needs to be made that we can try and avoid, or something we try and avoid seeing. Some sort of denial, or a decision that is going to be quite difficult to make, so we try to avoid doing it. So let's see what this is about. Wow, and the Two of Wands next to that. Huge decision, big crossroads moment in some area of your life. Maybe it's going to be kind of like a difficult decision to make. The Ace of Wands. Wow, I think that is why you're at this crossroads moment, because there is the opportunity of a new beginning. Now, it could be to do with love, certainly, but what I'm seeing so far more is a sense of like passions. So it could just be an opportunity for a new beginning in something you're very passionate about, but it's going to involve like making a big decision of some sort and taking a leap of faith. So let's see. I just wanted to say as well, in your work space, Pisces, of that spread is nearly all major arcana. So it looks like it's going to be quite a major year for you when it comes to your work life. So can you clarify, please, for Pisces with the top 10 cards? Please can we clarify for Pisces for 2021, love and career, with the top 10 cards. Oop. Okay. There's the star flipping there, card of Aquarius. Maybe trying to keep the faith, keep hopeful that things can improve. So the top 10 cards for Pisces, please. Whoa. Okay. So January to March. April to June. July to September. Okay. October to December. Seven of Wands again. And your overall advice in love. Ooh. Okay, January to March in work. Yep, the Page of Wands again. April to June. Okay. July to September. October to December. And the overall advice for work. Okay. It's your energy, Pisces, the King of Cups there. And then we have the Chariot at the bottom of this deck, which is card of Cancer. So this is real forward momentum. Maybe things are picking up speed for you in some area of your life. This is really victorious and overcoming obstacles, wanting to maybe rush forward in some area. Very exciting. The High Priestess here, though, is very different. This is kind of mysterious, quiet, keeping quiet, not really speaking out about our feelings, maybe keeping things to ourselves. Also the need to like trust your intuition, trust your gut. But yeah, wondering if there's something that's not being said, some secrets that are being kept. You could even be keeping something secret. And the Moon, wow. All this major arcana. Obviously the Moon is Pisces energy, and so is the High Priestess, because you have so many major arcana, Pisces. But anyway, so wow, very emotional. But the Moon can also be about things that are hidden under the surface, and not wondering whether we're looking at something here that is real or just like a reflection of what we want to see, and not knowing what the real truth of the matter is or whether to continue down this road. So there could be some area of your life where you want very much to move forward, or it seems like it's moving forward very quickly, Pisces, but you're maybe wondering if there's something hidden, or you're trying to keep something secret that is kind of building momentum and suddenly really picking up speed. Interestingly, we've got the Six of Swords at the bottom there as well. So the Six of Swords is talking about moving on, trying to, leave something behind, maybe get out of any drama and move into like smoother waters. We've got the Two of Cups again, Pisces. You're definitely dealing with like a major love relationship this year. Some sort of real soulmate connection with somebody. Obviously that was there at the beginning as well. And the Justice card, as if we don't have enough major arcana. So interesting. The Justice card is about things being made right. Obviously if there have been some sort of injustice, that is kind of being karmically balanced, or there's like fair treatment being dealt. Some sort of like someone maybe even taking responsibility for the things that they've done in the past, which may have been unfair in some way. It's an interesting combination. Someone may be wanting to move forward from sort of drama with you in like some sort of soulmate connection, but this sense of movement with the Chariot as well, but perhaps you're concerned that they're still hiding things from you. So let's see, in love, Pisces, January to March. Interesting, we have a huge new opportunity with that beautiful Ace of Pentacles. It is the seed to try and start something or to make something happen. And then we have this Queen of Swords, which is air energy, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. You could very much be dealing with a Gemini, but obviously that's not going to be for everyone. But anyway, this is a character who's really kind of feeling quite wronged, feeling like they have been through enough in the past and they don't want to be messed around, being a bit cold and harsh, almost like, you know, they don't want to be messed around anymore. And I don't know, that's a very like harsh energy to deal with. So potentially we could be looking at here, Pisces, that maybe someone is trying to make you the offer of starting over in some way, having a new beginning, and maybe you are in this very guarded, defensive kind of energy in terms of like, no, I'm not dealing with this, you know, I can't trust you kind of thing. Or it could be that you're wanting to make this offer to someone else and that's the kind of reaction you're getting. Now, April, May and June, there I feel like you're going to be waiting on maybe some communication, or you're maybe looking out to the future and wondering what you see there, because there are some issues with communication at this time in love. This Five of Swords is talking specifically about, you know, saying something quite hurtful, kind of speaking before thinking, and kind of wanting to win an argument at all costs, including like really hurting the other person's feelings. So it can also traditionally talk about no communication and kind of like silence. So however way it goes, there's definitely some issues that are making you even possibly turn your back on a situation and look out to the future for something else, or you could be waiting on communication at this time. July to September, there's that communication, I mean, either rushing in or someone wanting to say it and kind of really holding back. This Knight of Swords is now, if this is you're in a relationship at this point, it could just be that you're having communication issues with your partner, and so that's making you look out to the future and be like, I don't know if I see a future with them, for example. With the Knight of Swords here can be communication coming in out of the blue, very unexpected, but it can also be like a very blunt energy, like you want to get something off your chest, and again it can be quite harsh, quite cutting. All of these, like Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, Knight of Swords, this is all very kind of cold, harsh energy that someone may be feeling like they really want to get something off their chest, but they're doing everything they can to hold it together, to keep their mouth shut, and to not say what, you know, is on the tip of their tongue, kind of thing. So that's interesting. It could also be that some sort of communication is coming in out of the blue and you're needing quite a bit of strength to deal with it when that happens. So October to December in love, Pisces, we've got the 6 and 7 of Wands. Interesting. So you could definitely be getting a lot of attention at this time in your love life, really being seen for your value being recognized, or just being admired, getting, you know, you could have multiple admirers at that time, or just, it's also like victory as well. This 6 of Wands comes after the 5 of Wands, which is all about, you know, conflict and fighting. It could be just saying that you come out the other side of maybe a patch where there were some, you know, some bickering, some arguments going on, and then you come out the other side victorious. We'll get another layer of clarification yet. With this 7 of Wands, it was there at the beginning. It's also like persevering against all odds. This card to me always says really fighting for what you believe in. So I feel like you are coming out at the end of 2021 victorious after some difficulties, being recognized for your value, and because you didn't give up, you kept persevering. So your overall advice in love is the Moon and the Devil. So the Moon, again, we saw it also here, is talking about, you know, I won't repeat myself too much, but yeah, wondering if there are things that are hidden. It's like mystery. It can be, you know, trying to overcome fear. Fears we might have, like emotional fears about, you know, continuing down a road with someone. Now with the Devil, this is also like, it is transfixing, being transfixed by, you know, our fears and giving in to kind of toxic, I want to say like the thing that on your back that tells you you can't succeed, or this kind of thing. It's also like being led into led into a situation which is very destructive, but just kind of feeling like unable to get out of it. So I mean, I'm also picking up on that like kind of whole thing I was getting at the beginning of like maybe if you're having even issues with other people because you have to stand up for the person that you're with in 2021 or you want to be with, and it's someone who's really really attractive, very like lusty and almost like tempting you, and it's such a strong temptation. There may be some chaos that's caused by this desire because of, you know, fights with other people or this kind of, because, you know, it's just one of those like crimes of passion kind of feelings. So yeah, I'll get some more clarification yet, but I'm kind of getting that gist. It might just be cautioning you about being careful about where this may lead you, and also, you know, maybe you're being drawn so much in by temptation that you're not kind of seeing the chaos that is coming up around you at this time. So a strange message. So there's the devil again. This is your work, Pisces, January to March. There is this Page of Wands again. So a spark, an idea, some like light, playful, light-hearted, even excitement, maybe some sort of messages coming in. But this for me is very much the devil that sits on your shoulders and tells you that you can't do it, that you can't make it work. And I feel like it may have been an exciting idea that is coming to you at the beginning of the year, Pisces, in your career. So it's going to be the need to kind of overcome that, the inner critic in all of us that tells us we can't achieve, I kind of feel. So April, May and June in work, Pisces. Interestingly, we have the card of Gemini with the Lovers. Now I feel here we're talking about like a great sense of some sort of partnership that is really successful. It may be something where the two of you are really sparking off of each other. I mean, like in work, like bouncing ideas off of each other, very much in harmony. Really benefiting working with each other. This Knight of Pentacles is also some sort of offer. It can be quite slow in arriving for sure, but it's very stable when it actually does arrive. So at this time you could have something maybe that you've been waiting on, some sort of opportunity or offer. Or this may also be that you want to make some sort of offer to someone to maybe work together, but you're a little bit hesitant at this time. So we'll get some more information yet. Now, July, August and September, we've got that Seven of Pentacles again, which was there at the beginning, I think. Oh God, I think it was. Anyway, no, it wasn't. It was a different reading. Sorry, Pisces. God, I'm so scattered in your reading. I'm so sorry. The Seven of Pentacles is really reflecting on what you've invested so far and deciding whether to continue investing, and also like looking at your funds, your money, and like thinking, is my money okay? Am I getting a good return on my investment, or is there some way I could even improve my funds at this time? With this Three of Cups, that is definitely a sense of your friends may be able to help you, or working in a group or in a team, or like kind of bouncing ideas off of other people. But I'm getting very much the sense that it maybe you want to even get into some sort of business with friends, or you've got an idea for making that happen. I feel like at this time you could really benefit from spending some time with your friends or talking to them, maybe even about what you're reflecting on in terms of your money and your career, because they could be very crucial at this time for maybe even giving you some new ideas. October to December in work, Pisces. The Temperance and the Hermit card. So card of Sagittarius and card of Virgo. But this is very it's definitely a time for being quite patient, because you may be doing some soul searching in terms of your career at this time. You may be taking some time to go off on your own in some regard, in terms of you need to take a bit of a break, take a bit of a step back to do some deep thinking about where you want your career to go. This Temperance card is very much talking about going with the flow and not forcing anything, not being too rash or impulsive, and being quite patient. So I feel like this is kind of slowing down at the end of 2021, so that you can regroup and kind of reassess in terms of your career. Your overall advice for work and career is Justice card, card of Libra again, and the King of Cups, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Definitely, again, I feel like this Justice card here is that there will be some sort of balance coming into your work life this year, Pisces. There's going to be maybe some fair rewards, or some fair treatment. Things could be becoming more balanced in terms of what you're receiving for the amount of work that you're doing. There could be some sort of great positive result if there is some sort of even like court case involved in some aspect of your work life. That's not going to be for everyone for sure, but it's very positive with the Justice card here. It's very fair, and the King of Cups is a very protective energy of kind of, when he knows that he's got something very special, he really guards it and looks after it. So it could be talking about maybe someone that you've been working with, potentially maybe a boss character, or someone possibly really recognizing your value and your worth. And then as a result, you're actually getting some more fair treatment because they realize just how special you are, and maybe they don't want to lose you if you're thinking about moving on from a company or something. So let's get your final layer of clarification. So can we clarify please for Pisces with the top 10 cards? For love and career for Pisces in 2021, can we clarify it one more time please? The top 10 cards for Pisces. Oh, okay, that was okay. What's going on? The Ace of Cups flipped there for you, Pisces, so that's good. Okay, so in love, January to March, April to June, July to September, wow, October to December, gosh, amazing, very good. And your overall advice in love, work, January to March, that's good, April to June, okay, July to September, there's the Page of Wands again, October to December, yep, and your overall advice for career. Okay, great. Bottom of this deck, we have the Strength card. So again, card of Leo. Really, I mean, we've had it already, so I won't go on too much, but it is definitely can be about holding it together, not letting, the chaotic side of ourselves that everyone has, that kind of like shadow side, almost like not letting it rule, kind of using a lot of inner strength to be careful with our words, I'm getting, or really hold it together, yeah. So a lot of strength may be required at some points. And then we have the King of Pentacles behind that. So earthy energy, Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, you could be dealing with one of those signs, not necessarily. But this is like talking about a committed partner, someone, it can be a boss certainly, but it's also someone who wants to have like a very stable home with you, like a committed relationship, and to build something with you. And then we have the Hermit again. So I feel like at some points this year, Pisces, you're going to be needing to take time out, maybe even to like go inside and do a lot of thinking. This Hermit card is also, it's weird. I just got into my head that no one is old enough that they, what? Sorry, it's like a phrase in my head, but it's not completely there. It's like you're never old enough to stop learning. It's weird. That just popped into my head. So there might be that there's moments this year where you need to do some more research or go through some more like training of some sort, or just take some time alone to do some thinking in peace. And maybe if there are moments in like a committed relationship which are a bit of a struggle and you're needing to try and hold it together, just like taking a time out. So bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor now. So card of Aries. This can be a boss, certainly, the Emperor. He is a leader. But this particular Emperor is also talking about someone who is like the most modest Emperor I've ever seen. He's sitting on the floor. He's aware that he may not feel completely worthy of sitting on the throne right now. Like he knows has some learning to do. That's what I'm trying to say. He needs to get better. He's maybe not doesn't feel like he deserves wearing the crown right now, which is interesting. Like he's gone through some sort of battle, or some conflicts that are only making him stronger. But yeah, it's a very it's a leader who is also prepared to keep learning. So behind that we have the Four of Wands. So again, this could be talking about a commitment, possibly a marriage, but obviously not for everyone. So it could be, there might be difficulties in a committed relationship this year, but it's, you know, I feel like both parties are going to be feeling more like, okay, I've got more to learn and I'm willing to do that. And then we have the Six of Cups again. So there could be children involved for sure. It could just also be someone from your past maybe coming back in and saying this to you, that they're ready to, maybe if you've been in separation with your with a committed partner, or even a wife or husband, then they might be saying, they might be wanting to work on it and wanting to come back into your life. This is very much like marriage and children combination for me, especially with the Emperor is often a husband or a father. So interesting. So you could be experiencing that, like trying to work on something which you're in separation from at this time. So in love, January to March is clarified by the Star. So yeah, you could be feeling quite defensive, quite cold at the idea of a new opportunity of some sort, but you're going to be kind of guided. This is a very interesting star card for me, because it's literally kind of being you're kind of getting into alignment with the path that you are supposed to be on at this time. You're kind of maybe also trusting the process and being guided to take the steps that you need to at this time. It's kind of trusting the process, trusting the journey that you're on. Maybe feeling a little bit cold and guarded at times, but there is a new opportunity in love here, and it may be something you feel you're guided to take. So it may just want to like listen to your intuition there. The Star is also all about a lot of healing as well. So maybe someone is again wanting to bring some healing into your connection. In April, May and June, could be some, as I said, issues with communication, looking off to the future, but very positively, there's the Eight of Pentacles. So two people working together to build on a connection, to put the investment in, to like a lot of hard work is required, but it's people working together as a team to get there. So I'm almost getting, for some of you, you may be entering into like possibly marriage counselling or something at this time, because there are communication issues, but at the same time the two of you want to work through them. Or now, that's not going to be for everyone, but I just get this sense of working through it together to kind of build towards the future that you're hoping to have. In July to September is clarified by the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful. So I think it'll be quite a struggle at some points to maybe hold back on not blurting something out that could be quite painful or quite cutting. The Knight of Swords is very like, oh, forget it. It's just kind of like, it can be really brutal and harsh communication. But I feel like if that's the case, you're very much able to hold that back, overcome that temptation to say that kind of thing. That could be what the Devil here was talking about as well, like not getting tempted down a path that's very destructive. And through that kind of struggle, you're actually achieving a hell of a lot of happiness with this Ten of Cups. It's so sweet and romantic, this Ten of Cups, like with her kissing his head. It's very forgiving, and it's also like that peace after the storm with the rainbow. I feel like you're going to be coming through it here, and this is the start of it. Probably around September, you're kind of getting some relief. And then at the end of the year is clarified, October to December in love, clarified by the Magician. So very positive, manifesting success. There is decisions. You're being very decisive at this time, but it's also this energy of the Phoenix, like something coming back to life. Huge sense of success and manifestation, and I feel because you didn't give up, you kept persevering, and now your efforts are really being recognized. So it's very positive when it comes to love. So your overall advice is clarified by the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands can traditionally it can be about some sort of burden that you may end up feeling like you need to put down, or it can be a sense of feeling quite overwhelmed. I think, to be honest, here for me it's more that you may be feeling overwhelmed at some points this year when it comes to love. But this particular Ten of Wands is talking about bringing two worlds together and being able to be flexible enough to do that. So again, I'm getting the sense that maybe if there's some falling out with your partner and your family or something like that, then you're going to be able to bring those two worlds together in a more harmonious way. You will be able to achieve that. I think the thing with the Devil here is just don't get tempted into getting into like a very destructive place and kind of giving in to those that more shadow side of us of just like letting chaos reign. You may be worried about the path you're going down, but I feel like you're going to be able to achieve some harmony here. So in work, January to March is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So very good when it comes to work. This is great. Nine of Pentacles is someone who's able to really self-sustained, self-sufficient, that's the word, able to pay their bills, very successful, kind of very solo here. So again, there may be this spark, this opportunity to maybe go solo in some sort of regard. And you're worried like, oh, I don't know if I can do that with this Devil. Again, don't give in to that, like the inner critic. This is also someone who can be a little bit standoffish as well in terms of like only wanting to work alone. So you may be feeling quite like that. Like, don't go too lone wolf is the only thing I would say for the start of the year. But there is definitely some messages coming in that could be quite exciting. Some sort of spark igniting in your career at the beginning of the year. April, May and June is clarified by the Nine of Swords. So yeah, I think that's why there's this hesitation for you in some regard at this time in your career, because you're really doing a lot of worrying, maybe being kept up late at night worrying about your decisions or what will happen if you go for something, or even if you make some sort of offer to someone. But you're really working very well in a fantastic partnership at this time. So there's just maybe some anxious thought about what's happening, and maybe you're waiting for an offer and it's taking a long time to arrive and you're worrying about that. But don't worry too much, and just try to go with it. I think there is a lot of beautiful harmony here in your work life at this time. You may just be worrying about why an offer isn't coming yet. July, August and September is clarified by the Page of Wands again. So it was there, you know, in January to March. It's here again in July to September. So it may be that you're having some messages with friends even, or maybe friends are giving you some inspiration on what to do next at this time. I think they're going to be very important in your work life at that time of the year. In October to December, Pisces is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So this is very much about putting the work in, for sure. This is also about kind of, say in a situation where someone really wasn't on board with an idea or a project of some sort, and then kind of coming forward and accepting, okay, I will put the work in, we will do it your way, we will, you know, I will get on board. And it's like pledging your investment to some sort of project. So it is also a very cooperative, other than that kind of side of it, it's a very cooperative, like collaboration energy. So it's positive for me. I feel like you may be taking time out to maybe do some thinking. Maybe you're even feeling like you need to do some soul searching about deciding whether to invest. I feel like eventually you will do. There's this kind of reconciliation energy here as well. It may just be you need to go with the flow, take some time to think. Don't act, you know, impulsively at this time. Maybe you may also need patience while someone else goes to decide actually if they want to get on board with your project, and maybe if you've been having some ideas earlier in the year. But just be patient, because if that is the case, I feel like they will be getting on board. Your overall advice, Pisces, when it comes to work is clarified by the Hierophant, which is card of Taurus. So this is like, this particular Hierophant is called the Priest in this deck. Obviously this can be talking about higher levels of commitment, and that can be not just in relationships. It can also be committing to a job or joining a new company, some sort of indoctrination, is that the right word? Like entering into a new company of some sort. can be about that. It can also be about a spiritual path of like learning and wisdom. So yeah, I was getting that before about what was the phrase that popped into my head? Like, you're never old enough to not be able to learn more. Oh my god, I need to learn these phrases like in a clear way before I start trying to say them. I'm so sorry, but I feel like you will be possibly having the opportunity to learn new things, or even learn more about the field you're already in when it comes to work and career this year, Pisces. So take that opportunity. Maybe recognize when you have got a golden opportunity that you want to hold on to, if this isn't someone else recognizing your value. And this is really protecting an idea as well. So if you have a fantastic idea this year, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, like really protect it. Maybe even be careful, like look after it. You want to be careful maybe about who you tell this idea about, but there is a lot of just balance coming in for you and fairness. So it just may involve some higher levels of education and learning to be able to become even more successful in work. So on a very simple level, you might be doing some training courses, and don't be closed off to that. Really embrace it, and then it may help someone recognize exactly how much of a special commodity you are for their company. So Pisces, sorry I was a bit all over the place at a couple of points there. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a like, and make me exceptionally happy. Leave me a comment if you enjoyed it, I'd love to hear. And I hope that it does obviously help for the year ahead. You have to tell me like later as we go through 2021 if this is resonating for you. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing year. Thank you so much for all your support so far. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back to do like the January love readings not too long from now. And I'll keep coming up with some other readings, bonus ideas as the channel grows. So just thank you so much. Take care, Pisces. Bye.